Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Tiny Bookshop. I hope you're ready for yet another cozy Sunday. We're going to head to Waterfront Square for the fish market today, and we're going to see how everything goes because currently we have just sorted out all of our decor and things. I don't really like how everything looks at this moment in time, but I'm going to change that at some point when we get more things that we can put stuff on. So we're heading to Waterfront Square. I'm just going to remove all of my books and we'll start again. Now we need to get at least 5 kids books on there. I'm going to go with 6 just to be sure, because I wonder if now the boosts that we get from here, we sell, we've got a 6% boost there from the step ladder and a 3% boost from the baby doll. If we drop down to a less, like a lower number of books on that shelf, does the effect then wear off? That's something that we need to be aware of. Now I'm going to put a load of travel books in because my travel book sales chance is massive right now, and we will certainly be selling lots of fact books as well. So 10 fact books and 14 travel books will be a really good option for us. We'll then just make sure that we have a few of all of the other books just so that we can boost our sales to anyone who decides to buy those as well. And I just need to finish off with some drama. Got quite a few drama books. I've not yet been anywhere where I've had a really good sales day on drama, but we're going to go to Waterfront Square. It's the Fishers Market, and hopefully we're going to start off with a really good day. Now, we've currently only had the 2 events really. We've got the flea market and the fish market, but very soon at the end of the month there's going to be a bonfire. I'm really quite intrigued to see what that looks like. So let's open up, and there's our dog. We are now ready. Does our friend Walt have anything? So we can get an awning, which will help, guess, when it's raining, although it just says while it's sunny we get more recommendations per day. 3-second inspiration duration, but while it's raining, 1% to all books and a 4% boost to our customer count. The fishing net gives us a boost to our travel sale chance and all of our maritime effects. The raw fish again increases all of that, but also adds an element of danger. Now I don't have a lot of money and I'd quite like to keep it because, like I said, there's some items that I really want to buy. Now I don't think these guys are doing anything. Oh, it's working. We can have a look through this. There's the Lighthouse. Is this going to give me a new discovery? Don't think so. Can't really see very far. So we'll go back for now. But that gives us another sticker book. Ah, it's a new location. Happy sailors, the maritime inclined folks here appreciate your tasteful decor, so we get an increase to our customer count and more recommendations per day. So if we decorate this nautical theme, we know we're going to get a lot more customers during the day, and our travel sales chance, well, we're going to get another at least 1 recommendation per day, and all of our maritime effects are going to be boosted as well. So I'm going to have a little look at that very soon once we've done this. Hi, you're the highlight of my route. I need to be whisked away by a good travel book, and I am looking for a non-fiction. However, I'd like to be able to carry the book. So they want a short book, a small book. It's got to be travel. It's got to be non-fiction. So let's go with, we've got an Age of License here by Lucy Knisley. It's a comic, a charming travel memoir about a trip through Europe. A light-hearted advice book for anyone with travel anxieties, and a book full of beautiful illustrations of cute kittens and delicious food. They can carry it. It is a non-fiction book. Travel book. Could help. Could be the one we want. Stones of Venice. Hiking trails in Buxton Bay. Okay. Top 50 camper van. Right. Round Luxembourg with Brooke. Instagram star Brooke travels on an adventure through Luxembourg as she explores, shares the list. Okay, right, I don't think so. I'm going to go with the hiking trails. It is non-fiction. It's going to be advisory. It's a travel book. There we go. Nice. And we are now up to £70. And Anne has arrived. She wants to talk to us. A little embarrassed for getting you involved in my plant rescue scheme. And yeah, 1 good choice. Yeah, it does look good. What break? Ah, she goes to Buxton University, but we don't have classes at the moment. Getting my degree in plant science there, so plants are my thing. Anyway, all my friends are gone for the break, you know, fancy holidays on boats, planes and the like, so that's probably why I can't stop babbling at you. Sorry about that, I'll leave it to you for today. Okay, goodbye. Right, we get a plus 5% sale, a drama chance, and fact there as well. Here we go, what do you want? New pastime, could use some ideas. Do you have anything like dinosaurs and other prehistoric life? Now, that's a kid's book, but it's also a fact book. So they want, potentially a fact book would help, but also a kid's book might help as well. So these are children's tales, flower fables, fairy stories and poems, ink art, yellow fairy book. So dinosaurs and prehistoric life is a guide and a factual book. So we could go with something factual here. What about something about plants? That might help. Then what else do we have? We've got the historical book, the Anthropocene Reviewed, which is about human intervention in nature. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm gonna try this. Let's see if that works. Oh, okay. Never mind. Didn't work. I thought that would have been a good one. But it's okay. We've got loads going on. We're gonna play the tape now. Hello? Anything hot off the press? I need a new travel guide. Okay, new travel guide. I've sold loads of travel guides. Let's go with this. No, you've got 3 copies already. Well, why have you bought 3 copies? So we didn't do very well with Fern there, but if we have a quick look here, our travel book has now got a 40% sales chance. Facts is 53%. We've got loads of factual books in. We're going to sell out of our travel books. Okay. Yeah, good for you. But I'm playing your demo, so... Okay, big backpacking tour, so we don't have a band. Yeah, I'm sure she will. Yeah, okay. Great. So, we've got some free books there from Klaus. 24 free fact books. That's great. That really stocks us up. We're at 103, which means we are £17 short of the vintage desk bell. And we're going to keep going for that. Klaus is going to buy a book off us now. This is our 4th recommendation of the day, I think. A niche hidden gem, and he's into non-fiction. Got dinosaurs and other prehistoric life. That's niche. It is non-fiction. Got a gardening book there. I'm going to go with dinosaurs. We'll see if that helps. No. Oh, it's not niche enough for him. Should have gone with a plant book. So we failed 3 there today. That's not good. Let's push play on the tape again. See if we can bring in a little bit more money just before we finish off. £121. There we go. We're up and we're still making money. Still got 3 fact books left as well. So hopefully we can shift those before the end of the day. And I will buy now vintage desk bell. So that's going to give me another recommendation per day, which is really good. We've ended up losing £34 today, but it's fine. We come out of it with a tenner left in our pockets, which gets us to our next location, which might well be back here. So we are playing music. We've got Harper here. We've got Waterfront Fish Market active as well. So you can see the sales chance went up quite substantially from having that tape playing. So I think we need to bring that with us every time we come down to the Waterfront Fish Market. The only issue now is we are completely, well, just about sold out of travel books. So we're going to have to hope that some of those come up very soon. And that kind of informs where we're going to go next. So we need to be very, very careful about where we move to our next one. There's some travel stories there for 40 quid. There's also a dog bed, which boosts our animal effects. So you can see now, these items are coming in quite rapidly. Right, let's have a look. We need to remove all of the books from our shelves. So we've got, the baby doll is really having a bit of an effect on us. Buddy's got a top on now. When did Buddy get a shirt? Is it because it's raining today? I think it is because it's raining. Now, we don't want to go to the beach when it's raining. I reckon we go to Café Liberté today and we do something there. So we do get some, apparently we've got some new items. Oh yes, we've got the bell, the vintage desk bell. Now I'm going to put that there. You can see now we're really kind of getting desperate for extra bits and pieces and places to put stuff. So like getting some shelves or something in would be really good because we're now full. So unless we get wall decor, which is the only thing we've now got left, we are stuck really. So let's come out of here. We'll go to Café Liberté. That's going to put us £16 in debt, but I'm pretty okay with that, really. Now, Café Liberté, we do sell a lot of travel books, but I don't really have a desire to sell travel books today because of how few we've got. Although if we do make enough money, we can buy that box of travel books, so maybe we should still put them in. Travel, classics, and crime are our big sellers here. So we'll go with classics, crime over there. We'll go with, let's go 8 crime books. We'll go with 8 classics and 8, the remaining 6 travel books we've got. I'll then put kids books on the top here, so we get the bonus from it. We'll then add in some fantasy on the top here and along there. We'll fill out a couple of fact books here, and then that leaves us with drama, which we'll dump a load into the box there on the floor and head to Café Liberté. Cool. So you've got to really be careful with where you put these books, and also don't commit too much to one place, because that's when things could go a little bit wrong and you might not get what you want, because if you don't have enough to restock it, then you're just a bit stuck, really. So my aim then is to get 40 quid at least, or we could go with the 25 quid here. If we get 65 quid, we can get both boxes of books, which would really help us out. So we've got some happy tourists who are on vacation and they're coming by today. Hoodie is also there. It is rainy, and we do get a plus 25% to any spooky effects. We do lose 10% of our customer count, but our inspiration duration is a little bit longer. So taking that into account, our crime sale chances up, drama sale chances down by 1%, fact is up by 4%, fantasy is nothing, classic is 0%, and the kids books is up by 4%, and then over here is quite significant, actually. We've got 8% gain from that. So Fern, no, it's not Fern, it's somebody else. We're talking books from this century, also a bit of horror. Okay, so it's from this century. One of Us Is Lying is A Breakfast Club. Lost Symbol, which is Dan Brown, 1992. Not horror though. Stephen King, 2010. That could be good. Bit of horror. Yeah, maybe. The Big Sleep. Harry. 1974. The Surgeon. A sadistic serial killer. Yeah, we'll try that. I think that's going to be a good one. There we go. Very up to date. Excellent. So that gives us a nice little inspiration boost. And it is extended because of the rain. So that takes us up to £1 singular, and we've gone up a little bit further already. So making some decent sales now, and lots of people dotting around here, so that's good. What have we got here? Perfect weather for a new book. I usually will enjoy a classic piece of literature. I wouldn't mind a book with 450 pages or more. They like The Origin of the Species, which is a factual book. What about classics then? So it's got to be more than 450 pages. So if we don't have anything there that's 450 pages, we're in a bit of trouble. They don't work. What about here then? 402, 309, 175. Okay, so nothing with more than 450 pages. Right, do we have any classics in here that are over 450 pages? No. What about crime? Still not over 450 pages. Okay. So, I mean, the kids' books aren't going to be it. Guess we need to go over to the drama, where again we do not have Helene. There we go. A romantic reinterpretation of the Iliad. It is a classic. Let's do it. There we go. That worked pretty well. Excellent. So again, an inspiration boost, which is extended. Yeah, I am coming to the flea market. Exactly. That's why I go all of the time. How's our dog doing? Good boy, buddy. Yeah, you are. Oh, hello. Mariam's got something for us. Inner Circle, the Buxtonbury Local Association of Business, Leadership and Administration. We support each other in all small business matters, and Tilda and I agreed that you'd be a good fit. However, you must adhere to our standards. The pillars of business that hold our association are not to be trifled with. Some of them have been in place since 1798, but we'll see if you can master them. Next time we'll begin with our little business course. So next time I come back here, and some book selling essentials left over from the last flea market. Yes. So she's going to give me them for free on Saturday, as long as somebody else doesn't come and take them. So that's great. We just need to make sure that we go to that next time. Mariam would like a book off us. Okay, books by women, a classic piece of literature. Moominland Midwinter is one of her all-time favorites. So a classic piece of literature by a woman. Right, okay. Emily Dickinson has a poetry book there. William Golding is not a woman. Titus Andronicus, that's not good. Do we have any? Okay. Yes. Child's book, but it works. It was written by a woman and it's historical. Good. And that's another inspiration boost. £54 in the bank. We're making some good money today, so we could restock our travel books. We've got another one here. What do you want? Book about nature and books from this century. So we've got some travel books here. We've got some nature books here. I mean, this is Encyclopedia Bookstonia. Page Boy, that doesn't work. Classics, that won't work either. Let's go with the Encyclopedia Bookstonia. Although that is not about nature, it's about books. I don't know if we're going to get this. I mean, oh, yes, let's go with this. Excellent. So 80 quid in the bank. We made a lot of money today. We made £100. We've broken £100 for the first time since we opened our little shop, which is fantastic, actually. I'm really pleased with that one. Good, and I think that ends the day, so it also brings our little episode to an end. Slightly shorter this week, but I think what we can do is we can make a little bit of a plan for where we're going to go next, because we've got a lot of money in the bank and we need to use that accordingly. We can also plan ahead to where we're going to go. We don't need to make any adjustments to the shop itself because we've got lots of stuff. So we've got one more event today before the weekly flea market comes in, and that's actually the classic travel stories have come down a little bit, so I'm going to buy those. That's a lot of travel and fact books. We're then going to pick up this used book lot. Now I know we're still further away now than ever before from the coffee machine and the dog bed, but that's fine. We can also go to the Lighthouse next, so that could be our next plan. If we have a look at Café Liberté, we've not got any more stickers here, but if we go back to the stickers themselves, you can see the flea market is there, the Lighthouse is there, we just need to visit it. So I think that's going to be our next place to go. I hope you have enjoyed another cozy Sunday selling some books. You can see here our stocks are coming up quite nicely now. We've got loads of fact books, loads of kid books. I'm hoping that we can get another shelf because we need to get more books on them and we need to sell them quicker because that will give us more money. Anyway, I hope you've had a lovely, peaceful Sunday and I will see you